you've reached Rising Faith Forever Tarot readings. This is going to be a reading for hello all of my Sagittariuses. So, this is going to be a love relationship reading for Sagittarius for the month of February 2022 for love as well as Valentine's Day. So, we're going to dive right in. Who, what, where, when, and how. Let's get to the knowing. Alright, so all of those things for Sagittarius. Sagittarius, February love. Sagittarius, February love. Sagittarius, February love. Sagittarius love. Sagittarius. I don't know why I'm singing so much. Sagittarius. And your phone. Beautiful, beautiful. I can already tell this is beautiful. Bottom of the deck we have, governing the energy, Knight of Swords. Okay, so, I don't know why I just got this second wind of energy. I have to pump my legs. They're getting stiff. I just did Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, and now Sagittarius. So, Sagittarius. Basically what we have here is there's a bit of judgment, which means we're waiting on timing, the right timing. You're this super awesome, fiery Queen of Wands. So you're really, they see you as this person looking for their passion. And you see them as Queen of Cups and Justice. So whether it could be male, female, like a real male could also be Queen of Cups. You know, so don't be too caught up in gender. But you see them as this catch. They know what they like and what they don't like, and they come with this sort of karmic justice. So there is some sort of karmic justice happening. It's like waiting on time frame, but that's okay. Don't be in a worry. Don't be worrying all up in your head. Nine of Swords kind of energy. That's like creating your own monsters in your mind. I mean, it's hard enough battling reality. Never mind your own mind. So quiet down that stuff. Understand that you have judgment, divine timing, and they have justice. So this is a favorable love union for you guys. These, see? So we got the Queen of Passion and the Queen of Cups coming together right here. And that's through the divine timing and justice. Oh, putting them back in the wrong positions. So between the relationship is the Ace of Cups. Like you really have this connection with this person. But you're waiting on the right communication for this thing to come together. And right now, there's a lot of competition in the arena of love, perhaps. There could just be a lot of competition, comparing, competitiveness. I digress. Like, there just could be some miss-ups, or life could be throwing some curveballs right now. So it's like a time you got to go through. If you really are interested in this person, time will tell all. And you'll understand if this is your new beginning, your Ace of Cups or not. But for the advice, we have the Three of Pentacles and the King of Cups. So that's people working together and great leadership. Founded in emotion, like emotional happiness, as well as building in the practical sense with the right lover. And that's beautiful because you really want that Ace of Cups. Your relationship is about the Ace of Cups and communication and, yes, a little bit of competition. But that's okay. That's what makes the journey more interesting. So this King of Emotion, you know, it's like, has a more, the King is sort of more of a masculine element to the Queen. He likes artistic endeavors. So it's like, do something creative together. Something well thought out and planned, but incorporate it with your success and like your money and like your life. Like do something, I'm getting do something unique or something you wouldn't normally do, or entrepreneuric, or blend happiness with money, love, and, you know, like bring it together. Have a merger here is what I think I'm seeing from this. Because ultimately, it'll lead you to your star, which is great hope and great faith and potential for all your dreams to come true. It's like, make that wish. Because you both are this Two of Cups. Like, you're this, you know, here's this star energy governing and watching over you. It's like the star you pray to or something. One person says science, one person says magic, and they both come together, almost like twin flame. All my readings twin flame, but with love, I guess, twin flame aspects are really challenging aspects to come together, and they have it the hardest in love sometimes. Well, we all have it hard in love, but you know what I mean. Their dynamics could be really, they could come from different backgrounds and stuff, and that's part of the message there. But for some Sagittariuses, definitely you have some divine connection with someone. They're your wish fulfillment. The outcome is that you two are kind of destined soulmates, or you could even be twin flames. But whatever it is, it's wish fulfillment, and it's a perfect match. And it's what you want. Careful what you wish for. Pray on that star. Keep the faith. Keep believing you already have it until you get it. And have other happiness in the meantime until you can get what you want. And that doesn't mean lovers. That, you know, it could mean that, but what it means is that be the happiest you can be with or without that person, and that's when that person just shows up. That's when, you know, when you're bold, when you do things for your heart. Maybe that's the advice here for some of you Sagittariuses. Be your own king of love. Like, say, you know what I mean? Put that masculine element back into the relationship. Maybe perhaps you're both embodying like queen energy, feminine aspects. You know, one could be, you know, Queen of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy, Queen of Wands, Sagittarius, Aries, Leo. So, you know what I mean? So I think there's a lot of feminine. But ultimately, there is a reason why you're together. You do have this shared masculine emotion, or bring that aspect of the masculine emotion back into the relationship. That sounds right weird saying that. Three of Pentacles, like, what I mean by that is, like, make sure your emotional and your desires and your fantasies have some structure with the Three of Pentacles here. Like, make sure one has the plan, one's reading the tarot, and one's putting the pentacle on the wall. Like, they're all doing aspects that work together. So make sure you're seeing the bigger picture here. You're understanding that, especially with this little tussle card and the communication card, is things are hidden. You're not getting all the communication. But you're going to get that communication soon. But right now things are just seeming like there's a lot of competition, or just like, could just be like, and I don't mean like with lovers, could be that, but it could be like competing over the time that you have to do certain things, and maybe you both have different ideas about how you want to spend your time in life. And you know, this could be people trying to integrate and come together and live together too. But remember that you have this Ace of Cups, this happiness, this new beginning, this potential to make both the queens happy. And it's by coming together and working together with this King of Emotion energy. And regardless of how things play out, you'll attract this King of Cups energy. You'll get your star and your lover no matter what. You're going to get your wish fulfillment. You're going to make a wish. When you wish upon a star, it makes no difference who you are. Anything your heart desires will come true. And all it takes is a little hard work, dedication, and believing in your dream, in your emotion, in your heart. So I'm going to pull some star seeds on this. This has been quick, but short and sweet. I like it. Let's do this. Sagittarius, February 2022. For their highest good, love, relationships. Evolution. All paths lead home. Don't worry, no matter where you're going, where you run to, Saggy. All paths lead home. Inner authority, intuition, turn your gaze within. Earth school, life lessons, soul growth, study, higher learning. So, this is exciting. Lucky power, Cosmo dived into the universe. Very fiery energy. All paths lead home. Wandering through this dimensional cosmos. Activated Earth, power places, key lines, trust where you're led. Alright, let's do some reading. When you wish upon a star. Okay, so activated Earth, power places, line, key lines, trust where you're being led. One is like, trust you're being led, and don't worry, all paths lead home. So no matter where you go, you bring home with you. It's in your heart, Sachi. Power places, line, key lines, ley lines, trust where you're being led. Ley lines are invisible pathways on the land along which energy travels. They can be sensed when we tune into them with our subtle senses, also known as spirit paths. They've been compared to the Mediterranean system, or Meridian system, of the body used in Chinese medicine, and they link sacred sites, stone circles, burial mounds, and places of worship worldwide. In Australian agriculture culture, song lines were paths traveled by creator beings as they made the land and sea during dreaming. These paths were recorded in the traditional song and dances of people, allowing them to access information with the land's history and to travel safely along great many distances. Many believe that we visit such sacred points on Earth. Some is activated within us. Also, Some also believe that by connecting with the land with devotion at these sacred places, something is activated within the planet too. Are you being called to travel to a sacred place that your soul remembers, or to tend the land you live on? To honor and acknowledge the knowing and unknown keepers or nature spirits of that land. And as you connect with the earth and honor its keepers, the land opens up more fully to you. The fruits provide more nourishment, and the guardians watch over you. Starseed activation. Place this card in the portal of your heart and whisper the following. I honor and thank the keepers of the earth beneath me, known and unknown. Thank you for your nourishment and tender holding. So yes, go to places that you've been before, new places. Get inspired. Do things that are really going to make you feel happy. And that's what that card looks like. It's a beautiful card. You definitely got to explore both your mind, imagination, as well as the reality. And don't worry, all paths lead home. I should have read this one first. Earth School. It's all about diving in. Let's do that one. Earth School. Life lessons. Soul growth. Study higher learning. The planet Earth is a great initiation for the soul, and life lessons are the curriculum for which we enroll. These aren't one-time lessons, but themes we choose to circle around, depending our experiences of them. As we make our way through the spiral of life, life lessons aren't only about getting it right. They are also about They're also about getting it right. They're also about getting it wrong. Remembering that Earth is a planet of polarity helps with this understanding. Each year, the study deepens more and more. If you pull this card while you're going through a difficult time, you're being prompted to remember that your soul came here to grow and learn. Try not to look at difficult times as getting it wrong. Instead, see them as opportunities for soul growth. If you can find a way to grow and soften your heart through highs and lows, your soul is most definitely growing, which is the whole point. Pulling this card also means you're being called to embark on a new area of study or growth. This could be through structured learning, such as university, school, or training, of course. You are having difficulties in a relationship. You're being reminded that these are opportunities for soul growth. After all, relationships are known as the #1 way that we grow as souls while we're here on Earth. How are you being called to grow and learn? So give yourself and your relationship some slack, Saggy. You're all growing and doing what you can. And that's why, don't be afraid to dive in. That's what happened when we were born. We just dived right in. And all paths lead home. Inner authority, intuition, turn your gaze within. This is a beautiful card. Coming home to light. To like some sort of crystal tsunami swirling vortex home in that card. All paths lead home. Inner authority, intuition, turn your gaze within. It is normal to look at the external world for answers and guidance. What revolutionary is turning your gaze inward. You're being called to source your guidance from within, to study the terrain of your inner landscape, to develop a reliable relationship with your soul. The more time you spend connecting with your soul, the deeper the connection will become. The challenge for empaths is staying connected without cutting off from the world. The best way to do this is to develop a daily practice that helps you to keep checking in, to draw on the wisdom within and let that be the authority in your life. If this card appears, you may be called to develop or switch up your spiritual practice, to get in the habit of turning your gaze within. creating centered for the day. Getting centered for the day. Before consuming anything from the outside world, to start from a feeling of at-homeness, and throughout each day to find simple ways to keep coming home. This doesn't mean switching off from the realities of today's world. We need as many conscious people as possible living with their eyes wide open. Rather, it's a call to start your day from a place of connectedness, grace, and devotion. So when you go out into the world, and when you let the world in, you do it from an unshakable state of being, a state where you draw your strength, authority, and guidance from a place deep, deep within. How are you being called to turn your gaze within, Sagittarius? So go within to find yourself. And in order to go within and find yourself, sometimes you have to just, go to places. You have to travel the world. You have to see more things, experience more things. So spiritually or physically, places here on earth, within your mind, imagination, and in the real world, all the paths lead home. They all lead home, Sagittarius. And I wouldn't worry too much about getting it wrong. That's what that card was saying. It was saying how... Sorry, my butt's in the camera. All paths lead home. Card wanted to stay out for you. Inner authority, intuition. Turn your gaze within. Because you're powerful, Saggy. You're a powerful creator. You're a powerful creator. So is your lover. So the main card governing your energy here was this Knight of Swords. So don't the daily spiritual meditation or practice or coming back at home, feeling at home within yourself, grow that feeling to combat these monsters. Don't create all these monsters in your head. Because ultimately, you're a queen. Look at that relationships with other queens and kings. You just gotta wait on the divine timing and the justice. That's all coming in for you. Yes, there'll be conflicts and Knight of Swords and all that. There will be conflicts. There will be struggles, competition, all that. But ultimately, you're going to have a new beginning with someone special that you can work. Two people coming together to then inspire the great work, all starting from this emotional cup, this thing that brings you together. And what brings you together ultimately, Sagittarius, is you both are each other's star. And when you make wishes, you grant your own wishes, and sometimes you even grant theirs, and they do the same. And that's just a happy, mutual relationship with this aspect here. It's a definite yes if you're looking for one, Saggy. You and your lover are definitely in for a great Valentine's Day. And if you're not physically together, be happy anyway. Do something fun anyway. Make that time beautiful. And that's just going to raise your vibration and attract more of that love to you, Sagittarius. So I'm going to give you some beautiful musical tones. I was singing during your reading, which I like. I always love it if I can incorporate some singing, some song, some prayer, some love into life. You don't feel alone when you hear a tone. you feel, Sagittarius? Love you, Saggies. I hope if you like this video, you give it a big thumbs up, comment, share, subscribe, and always thank you for your time. Thank you so much. I'm so glad to do these readings for you guys. It provides a sense of community, makes people feel close in a time when we are sometimes distant and away, from loved ones. And now is a great time for us all to share a story and to meet each other where we're all at, where we're all to, and to come together and to collaborate, to share and to be friends and to share the love. And that's what this is. So if you felt the love, if you enjoyed the story, resonated with any of it, please like, share, subscribe, comment, and thank you so much for your time. Please share your energy and give a nice thumbs up. It lets me know that someone received it, liked it, and thought it was a good part of their day or their life.